Alaikum. Today we are going to study human circulatory system. First of all, we are going to study the introduction to the human cardiovascular system. So, what is introduction? The cardiovascular system is a transport system of our body. It compares blood, heart, and blood vessels. In in further, we divide the blood vessels into capillaries, arteries, and veins. The system supplies nutrients to our body and remove the waste product from various tissues of our body by various systems to conveying media liquid of blood which follow in closed tubular system. The function. What are the function of cardiovascular system? The first is transport of nutrition from our GIT to all our body, oxygen from our lungs to all our body, and waste products from our tissues and cells to our kidneys or to our lungs, where the carbon dioxide we excrete in the form of gases. The first, the transport of nutrients and hormones, removal of waste products, gaseous exchange, humidity, and blood vessel transport, and carry oxygen and carbon dioxide, and also carry nutrients waste product. Heart pump blood through vessels. Yeah. So the components of cardiovascular system, there are three components mainly which we are going to discuss in this video. First is blood, then heart, and third is blood vessels. The blood blood cells and plasma. Blood is composed of blood cells and plasma. The blood cells include erythrocytes, which mean RBC, a red blood cell, or leukocytes or thrombocytes, which also known as platelets. In the plasma, the fluid portion. Heart is a four-chambered, hollow muscular organ, approximately the size of your heart is fist. Location superficial superior surface of diaphragm and left midline, anterior to the vertebral column, posterior to the sternum. You are looking the picture of heart. There are the mandibular, the line of mandibular, the second rib, the sternum, and posterior side of sternum, anterior side of vertebral column. You are looking the heart. The heart is looking the aorta and superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, and there are four chambers of hearts. You are looking this page. You can pause this page video and watch these diagrams and levels. Now you are looking how the bullets go and come from different veins and goes to different arteries, and from the west the blood come from inferior and post superior vena cava into right atrium, then the blood pumps into right ventricle through anteroventricular valve, then the ventricle compress and blood flow into the pulmonary arteries, which circulate the blood into pulmonary system, where they get oxygenated and the blood come again into the left atrium by pulmonary veins, and the left atrium pumps the blood into left ventricular by atrioventricular valves, and the left ventricle pump the blood from left ventricle to the aorta. From aorta, the blood distributes throughout all our body. This is the function of our heart, how it's work. The function of heart: gathering blood pressure, generating blood pressure, rotating blood. Heart separate pulmonary and systemic circulation, ensuring one-way blood flow. Heart valve ensure one-way flow, regulating blood supply, changing concentration, contraction rate, and force match. The blood vessels are closed network of tube. These include arteries, capillaries, and veins. The arteries, distributing channel, thick-walled, elastic fiber, and circular muscle. The capillaries are microscopic vessel, one cell thick and with a basement membrane. The several respiratory system serve the respiratory system, and the vein, the draining channels. The artery take blood from heart to distribute whole our body, and by the capillary their exchange occur, and the vein they are the blood from our body collecting back to our heart. This is a blood vessel general structure. This tunica interna, tunica media, and tunica adventitia. There are three types of layers in blood vessels. Classification of blood vessel: conducting blood vessel, distributing blood vessel, resistance blood vessel, exchange blood vessel, and capacitance reserve blood vessels. They are arteries. You are looking this picture of artery. The blood vessels that carry blood away from the heart are called arteries. They are thick. They are thickest blood vessel, and they carry blood high in oxygen, known as a blood oxygenated blood, the oxygen rich blood. Artery accompanied by nerve and veins. Lumen is small and no valve. There is no valve present in arteries. Repeated branches. Classification of arteries: elastic, aorta, and major branches: muscular, renal, testicular, radial, and tibial. They are articular. They are 0.9 mm their circumference. Arterioles, terminals and meta-arterioles, and they are further dividing, and they become small and small and small, and they reach to capillary size, which is where the exchange occur. The smallest blood vessels are capillaries. They connect the arteries to the veins. There you are looking this picture how they are connecting arteries to the veins. Exchange of nutrients occur, and gas nutrition also occur here. Body contain two kinds of capillary: cutaneous skin, lung and smooth muscle connective tissue, and fenestrated pancreas, endocrine gland, and small intestine, liver, and plexus capillary, where there are large holes. In a cutaneous, their holes are very small. They will not penetrated easily. The nutrition. Now sinusoid, large irregular vascular spaces, micron, such as a sinusoid, liver, spleen, and bone marrow, and suprarenal parathyroid gland. These are veins. You are looking. The blood vessels that carry blood back to heart is called veins. They have one way valves. They have valves which prevent blood flow flowing backward. They carry blood that is high in carbon dioxide, known as a deoxygenated blood, which is also oxygen poor blood. Thin walled, large irregular ribbon valve dead spaces around, large, medium, and small in their sizes. Veins without valve are supra and infravena cava, hepatic, renal, uterine, and ovarian, not testicular, facial, pulmonary, umbilical, and imaginary veins which do not contain valve, and portal vein. Valve without muscular, vein without muscular tissue. Dural sinus, venous sinus, pial veins, retinal veins, and veins of erectile tissue of sex organ, veins of spongy bone. Veins. Factor responsible for venous return: muscle contraction, negative intrathoracic pressure, pulsation of arteries, and gravity, and valves. They all they all are responsible for the to return the blood from our body to our heart. The anastomosis: vein to vein or artery, or a vein and artery make connection, direct connection, without going through the what is called the capillaries is known as anastomosis. The communication between between vessels, arterial, actual, end to end, conver- convergence, palmar, plantar, circle of Willis, labial, and potential coronary around joints. They are anastomosis: arteriovenous anastomosis, skin of nose, lips, external air, muscle membrane of GI and nose, erectile tissue of sex organ, thyroid and tongues. There are anastomosis between venous and arterial arterioles. The end arterioles. The end arteriole general artery of return. The arteries of spleen, liver, kidneys, metaphyses of long bones, and central branch of cerebral cortex. Circulation. Cor- Coronary circulation, the circulation of blood within a heart. Pulmonary circulation, the flow of blood between heart and lungs. Systemic circulation, flow of between blood between heart and cell of body. Systemic and pulmonary circulation. There are two systems. Systemic and pulmonary circulation are shown in this book. In this picture, the upper side you are seeing the lungs carrying blood from heart toward the lungs, and then the lungs carrying blood toward the heart. This is called pulmonary circulation. The other one is you are seeing the blood from the heart to all our body, and the blood from body toward the heart is known as a systemic circulation. Flow of blood between heart and lungs is also known as a pulmonary circulation. Flow of blood from between heart to cells of the all body cells is known as a systemic circulation. Coronary circulation, the circulation of blood toward heart from heart. ठीक है? They are you are looking these are coronary arteries which supplying the blood supply itself heart from the blood. Portal circle. The portal circle is it is a two bed capillaries present in this circulation. The portal circulation is connecting GIT to the liver or gut to the liver. The portal circulation, the flow of blood between two sets of capillary beds from draining in a systemic veins. The fetal circulation. This is a fetal which is present in embryos. This is how this is work. In from placenta, the blood goes to umbilical vein. From umbilical, it goes to portal vein through ductus venous, inferior vena cava to left atrium, through left atrium through foramen ovum to left atrium. From left atrium to ascending aorta to right ventricular pulmonary trunk and descending aorta and umbilical artery. This is how this work. Applied disorders, disease and disorder, blood pressure, hemorrhage, stroke, arteriosclerosis, aneurysm, and coronary artery disease, and heart attack, congested heart failure, anemia, hemophilia, and leukemia. Problem with cardiovascular system common, but they don't just affect older people. Many heart problems affect children and teenagers. Thank you for watching this lecture. These are questions. Please answer this question in the comment section. The question number 2. Question number 3. Question number 4. Question number 5. And these are reference books where from we take and make this slide. If you like this video, subscribe our channel and like and share this video.